Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's class we are going to learn about a very famous poem by a very famous writer. Yes, in today's class we are going to learn Robert Frost's poem The Road Not Taken. Hope many of you may be very familiar with the poem, but in today's class we are going to discuss the direct meaning and the interpretation of each stanzas. Before going to the poem, let's see some facts about the author, Robert Frost. Okay, let's go to the video. Friends, hope you can see the image of the author in the background. This is Robert Frost. And let's see some of the facts about him. Robert Frost was born in San Francisco in the year 1874. And he moved to Massachusetts, United States after his father's death. And he married Eleanor White, his schoolmate. His first work was My Butterfly, an Elegy, and it was published in the year 1894. He won the Pulitzer Prize 4 times. These are some of the facts about the author, and let's see some of his famous works. Let's see some of his famous works. Fire and Ice, Mending Wall, Home Burial, The Death of the Hired Man, Stopping by Woods in a Snowy Evening, Out Out, Nothing Gold Can Stay. These are some of his famous works. The poem The Road Not Taken was initially published in the Atlantic Monthly in the year 1950. Later, the poem published in 1916 in a volume entitled Mountain Interval. Major themes of the poems are the choices, decision-making, conflict, and hope. Here the title of the poem, The Road Not Taken, which means the unselected choice. So when we read the poem, we can understand the conflict a man undergoes while choosing a choice. So let's see the meaning of the poem stanza wise and also the interpretation. Let's see the first stanza. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And by one traveler along I stood, and looked down on as far as I could to where it bent in the underground. Let's see the surface level meaning. Here when read these lines, we get a picture of a man who stands at a point where the road he was traveling splits into two directions. He was alone, so he feels so sorry because for him it's not possible to travel on both roads at the same time. So he stands there for a long time looking at one of the roads as much as possible because he wants to see where the road goes inside the wood. This is the surface level meaning of these lines, and let's see the interpretation here. The road he was walking symbolizes life, and the diversion into two directions symbolizes choices that life offers us. And in life we are all alone and we have to choose the choice, and often we feel confused because we don't know where the choice we are taking leads us. So we analyze. We used to analyze, taking so much of time because a decision we are taking has so much of impact in our life. So we used to analyze, and it's not possible for us to take both choices at the same time. So the confusion a man undergoes in life can be seen in these lines. Here is the second stanza. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted fear, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. In the first stanza, the speaker was staring at a road, but here we come to know that
The speaker chooses the second one. For him, the second road seems grassy and longing for a traveler, which means the second road is an unused one. After selecting the second road, he starts thinking like his selection of the road will make the road like the first one because the road become a used one. That is the meaning of the lines, and let's see the interpretation. While selecting a choice, we start to highlight the positive sides of the choice which make our choice a better one compared to other choices. And the unused road here may symbolize an unpreferred choice. But once a man takes that unused choice or take an initiative in choosing choices like that, people starts to follow, like preferring that unpreferred choices. That is the interpretation of this stanza. Let's see the third stanza. And both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the fuss for another day, it knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Here the speaker thinks that he is the first passenger on the road because both roads seem covered with fresh leaves. If travelers are there before him, their footsteps might have turned the leaves black. And he thinks that next time he will choose the first road, but inside his mind, he knows well that there is no possibility to come back. And the road he chooses will lead him to another roads, moving him forward. That is the outer meaning of the stanza. Let's see the interpretation. In life, most of the time, we realize this later, like the unselected choice also a better one. And we think that next time when we face such a situation, we should take that option. But we can't predict such situation will come and we get a chance to choose the unselected choice again. Because in life, we have to move forward only. There is no way to come to the past again. And the selected choice will lead us to some other situations, so there is no turning back. That is the interpretation of the stanza. Here is the last stanza of the poem. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. Here the speaker is telling about the future. He is thinking like he will be telling in the future about his decision of taking the untravelled road. And he is telling this with a sigh, and we don't know whether the sigh is out of happiness or sadness. And how that decision changed his life, present life. That is the outer meaning of this stanza, and let's see the interpretation. Here the author insists about the importance of decision making in our life. If we take a decision, we have to accept the consequences of the decision, because a decision can change a man's life completely. And one day we will think about the decision, how the decision affect our entire life in a good way or a bad way. So we must be very careful while taking a decision. We must analyze it, think about the choice before taking it, because there is once the life has changed, there is no way to turn it back. That is the interpretation of this stanza. So hope you all like my video. So please subscribe my channel, support my channel and share it, and please your valuable comment in the comment box.